Hi and welcome to Jamie deRoy and Friends. We have so many things to share with you tonight. So to start us off, the revival of M. Butterfly has opened at the Court Theater. It's written by Tony Award winner David Henry Wang, and it's directed by the Tony and Emmy Award winner Julie Taymor. It stars Golden Globe Award winner Clive Owen and, making his Broadway debut, Jin Ha. Here is a look at M. Butterfly.
I sit night after night watching our story play through my head. One where she returns at last to my arms, for I have known and been loved by the perfect woman.
Over at Lincoln Center at the Vivian Beaumont Theater, the new play Junk, brought to us by Pulitzer Prize winner Ayad Akhtar and directed by Tony Award winner Doug Hughes. It stars Stephen Pasquale, Matthew Saldivar, Tony Carlin, Rick Holmes, Nate Miller, Matthew Rausch, Michael Seabury, Henry Stram, and a host of other great actors. It's a play you're not going to want to miss. Following its hugely successful run at the Public Theater, John Leguizamo's Latin History for Morons is now playing at Studio 54 through February 4th. It's directed by Tony Taccone, and it is starring and written by the Emmy Award winner John Leguizamo. Here's a look.
I'm embarrassed that I did not know enough about my ancestry to pass on to my kids. I mean, I kind of sort of knew about our land timeline. What is that? Everybody knows that, right? 1000 BC, we had Mayans, and then we have now. And what is this, the age of Pitbull? Dame culo, ma culo, todo el culo, san culo, todo culo, culo. But what happened in the 3,000 years between our great indigenous civilizations and us, man? Did we just stop existing? So, I had good reason to panic. Because as the great 20th century Spanish philosopher Santana once said, no, not Carlos, George. Those who cannot remember the past are doomed to repeat it, coño. Historic footnote, people. Why is all our art called folk art, and then all of European art is called fine art, and then modern art is just our folk art gentrified? You, sir. You knew I was going to give you a second chance. I guess we're not getting a second chance. We're just getting a second demerit. Okay, that's all right. I don't really want to have to stay after school and tutor your ass, so pay attention. Now, for the rest of you who are paying attention, because los conquistador come mierda, hijo de puta, mamahuevo, melted all our golden folk art into coins. Yo, man, that's like going into the museum in Florence and seeing the statue of David and going, Larry, look at that statue. It would make a lovely marble kitchen counter.
Now for some off-Broadway shows. Second Stage is presenting Torch Song. It stars Michael Urie and Mercedes Ruehl. It's written by four-time Tony Award winner Harvey Fierstein and directed by OCC winner Moises Kaufman. This play was one of my favorite productions ever. It started off-Broadway as Torch Song Trilogy. I cannot wait to see this production.
Well, you must admit it sounds a little queer. A man leaves his wife and moves in with his old friend. sleeping on my couch a couple of nights. What's the McGilla?
Oh, McGilla. But you'd think he'd stay by friends that have more in common. You know, somebody he met after the marriage.
Maybe he needed to get away from all that.
Oh, you mean he's still...
Mom!
What? You don't ask, you don't know. People change. They change.
No, they don't.
Oh, what, you think it's so impossible? Believe me, one day you might meet a nice girl.
Mom!
I'm just saying, you never know. Look at your friend Ed.
He's separated!
Separated, not divorced.
For more Off Broadway, over at 59E59 was always presenting terrific productions. The Briefly Dead. It's written by Stephen Kaliski and directed by Elizabeth Osler. It plays through December 10th. Also at 59 East 59th is the Prospect Theater Company's The Mad Ones. It's written by Kate Kerrigan and Brian Loudermilk and directed by Stephen Brackett. It plays through December 17th. I highly recommend that you take a trip out to Dumbo if you don't already live in Brooklyn. It's really worth it. Go to St. Anne's Warehouse and catch People, Places, and Things, starring Denise Gough. It has transferred from the National Theatre of London, and it is a joy. It's written by Duncan Macmillan and directed by Jeremy Herron. And depending on if you go during the day or in the evening, I highly recommend before or after to stop for a little carousel ride on Jane's Carousel. After its very successful run at the Barrow Street Theater, the critically acclaimed Bright Colors, Bold Patterns starring Drew Grogy is now at the Soho Playhouse. It's directed by the incredible Michael Urie.
You know, I'm very aware of what Waze is, Mac. I'm very aware of that, but no thank you, I don't do that. No, are you kidding me? No, no, I got too much going on in here. Too many things. And Waze, oh my God, all those blips and bloops and GoBots and ambulances and babies. Yes, I saw a baby pop up on my Waze. I was like, no, deleted app, you know, I was like, no, thank you. I don't want a baby on my phone, you know what I mean? No, I don't need it. I don't need that. I don't need that. Also, in LA, it's like all these, you know, it's like turn left, turn right, turn left. It's like too many things, you know. Also, you know me. He knows me, okay? Oh my God. Me getting all the way to Palm Springs from LA, I mean, I know at some inopportune intersection, I would turn left instead of right, and I would end up like confused and trapped and upset and probably kidnapped by some horrible Coachella hippie people. I'd probably get like chained to an air mattress and force-fed ayahuasca while they ear raped me with ironically detached synth pop.
Now for our cabaret roundup. Starting November 21st down at Joe's Pub, singer-songwriter Judy Collins brings her show, A Love Letter to Stephen Sondheim, to the club for 6 different nights. You're not going to want to miss this incredible performer.
She's a lady, and she barely knows her name now. In the twilight as she sleeps, and her memories chase her down the days of childhood. There was music, always music, and her brothers. There was Robert, the captain of a freighter that sailed to China. There was Shannon, who ran off one icy morning, and then Herbie, and then Frank, also handsome, and her sisters, who were beautiful and yearned to be together. She's a lady, and she's sleeping like a princess who will wake up and drink amber from a slipper made of diamonds. She was married to a blind man who was my father, such a charmer, and another whose name is Robert, and who holds her fragile hand while I am weeping. Chardonnay in a crystal glass, amethyst on her necklace. roses and forget-me-nots in the garden where she lingered. All around her the snowy peaks drew her eyes with wonder. All of her betrayals drowned in the roaring canyon's thunder. She's a lady, and she always dressed in silk and had her hair done, and her clothes were pretty colors, and the scent of the Chanel in her satin cloak when she went dancing with my father when they were very young.
For one night only on December 12th, the delightful Tori Scott brings her holiday show back to the club. Vodka is the reason for the season. The Broadway at Birdland concert series brings back Julie Halston for one night only, Monday, November 20th. Also at Birdland on 3 Saturday nights is Billy Stritch in Lucky to Be Me. Well, we were lucky enough to have Billy Stritch as a guest the last time around. So here is a look at the incredibly talented Billy Stritch.
In the heart of little old New York, you'll find a thoroughfare. It's the part of little old New York that runs into Times Square. That crazy quilt that Wall Street Jack built. If you've got a little time to spare, I'd like to take you there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come and meet those dancing feet. On the avenue, I'm taking you to 42nd Street. Hear the beat of dancing feet. It's the song I love, the melody of 42nd Street. A little nifties from the 50s, innocent and sweet. Sexy ladies from the 80s who are indiscreet. They're side by side, they're glorified. Where the underworld can meet the elite, 42nd Street.
At Feinstein's 54 Below, there's always a slew of wonderful shows. From November 21st through the 25th is Tony Award winner Ben Vereen. The show is called Steppin' Out with Ben Vereen. From the original sideshow, Alice Ripley and Emily Skinner bring their show Unattached back to Feinstein's 54 Below for 4 nights, November 28th, December 1st, 2nd, and 6th. For one night only on November 29th, 54 sings Kander and Ebb's Woman of the Year. It has an all-star cast, including Robert Guccioli, Annie Golden, Debbie Shapiro-Gravitt, Hunter Ryan Herdlicka, Dee Hodes, Brad Oscar, Christine Petty, Eve Plum, and Barbara Walsh. A few years ago, Lonnie Ackerman and I did a parody version written by Barry Kleinbert of The Grass is Always Greener. Here's a look.
I'll bet your friends are all celebrities. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You can make a pot roast. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? First you brown an onion. You're a member of the Friars. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You can clean an oven. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? First you get the easy off.
Ah, the grass is always greener on somebody else's estate. Ah, the meat is always leaner on somebody else's dinner plate. But you can sew a button on. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You produce on Broadway. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? First you take the Prozac. I can see you planning picnics. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? Dinner at the White House. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? First you pet the puppy dog. The grass is always greener on somebody else's front lawn. Somebody else's wiener always has a lot more relish on.
You're always seen at cabarets. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You can hold a household. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? First you have a breakdown. Your picture's on the internet.
Oh my God.
That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You can hold a husband. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? There's more to life than husbands.
I could use a husband.
You can have my husband.
I've already had your husband. Makes you kind of teary. Think about it, dearie. The grass is always greener in someone else's yard.
It's hard. I bet, thank you, you always ride in limousines. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You have time for luncheons. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? First you shoot the Botox. You have got a cable show. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You have teenage sons now. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? Locked behind the bathroom door.
The grass is always greener where some other tenant pays rent. The teeth are always cleaner in somebody else's Polydent. Do you know who your neighbors are?
Try not to.
It's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You know Michael Riedel. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? First you keep your mouth shut. You can shop at Target. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful? You are known at Bergdorf's. Now that's wonderful.
What's so wonderful?
Well, first you brown an onion.
And have some peace and quiet.
You've already had my husband.
This is kind of victim of this tiny little dictum. The grass is always greener in someone else's yard. It's hard.
At Don't Tell Mama, Bistro Award winner Lucille Carr-Caffichan presents her show Unwritten, celebrating female singer-songwriters on Saturday, December 2nd.
Taking down your neighbor won't take you any higher. I burn my own damn finger poking someone else's fire. I've never gotten tall to making someone else feel small. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Just hoe your own row and raise your own babies. Smoke your own smoke and grow your own daisies. Mend your own fences and own your own crazy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Yeah, mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Nobody's perfect. We've all lost and we've all lied. Most of us have cheated, the rest of us have tried. The holiest of holies even and slip from time to time. We've all got dirty laundry hanging on the line. So hoe your own row and raise your own babies. Smoke your own smoke and grow your own daisies. Mend your own fences and own your own crazy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Yeah, mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Pouring salt in my sugar won't make yours any sweeter. Pissing in my yard ain't gonna make yours any greener. And I wouldn't know about the rocks in your shoes. So I'll just do me, honey, and you can just do you. So hoe your own row. Smoke your own smoke. Mend your own fences and own your own crazy. Mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy. Yeah, mind your own biscuits and life will be gravy.
The Encompass New Opera Theater presents its annual gala on Sunday, November 19th at the National Arts Club. This year, they honor two-time Tony Award winner Christine Ebersol. Here's a look at the incredibly talented Christine Ebersol.
Not a day goes by, not a single day, that you somewhere a part of my life, and it looks like you stay as the days go by. I keep thinking, does it end? Where's the day I started forgetting? But I'm just thinking and sweating and cursing and crying and turning and reaching and waking and dying and not a day goes by, not a blessed day, but you're still somewhere part of my life, and you won't go away. So there's hell to pay, and until I
To close our show, in their 40th anniversary season, the Big Apple Circus returns to Lincoln Center through January 7th.
My first experience with the circus was, I have to say, awe. Because I had not ever gone to the circus as a young kid, I didn't know what it was like to be on the outside looking in. So my start was on the inside, and I felt like being in a snow globe. The circus is a very big thing. I didn't really have a point of reference to know how it impacted the lives of so many people until I actually joined. And once I started to rub elbows with some of the most fascinating people on the planet, it just became home, and it feels like home. As a ringmaster, introducing the crowd into my world, I feel like Willy Wonka. It's necessary for me to draw them in, to allow for them to feel and experience what it is that we feel as performers. I am a people person by nature, but one of the most difficult things for me to do in preparation for a show is to set myself aside, go to a place of hiding, and just zone out.
And that, for me, means to breathe, to clear my mind. That allows for people to engage me even more. So my first motivation is usually to try to disarm the audience and to put them at a place of relaxation and get them ready for an awesome show. I absolutely get caught up in the moment because the circus is for everyone. And despite the fact that I may have performed over 3,000 shows, I still am in awe with what the human mind has allowed for some performers to aspire to. You grow to realize that people are people, no matter where they're from, no matter what, walk of life they're from, no matter what language they speak. Passion is usually at the core of what we do as performers. And everyone speaks that. Everyone can dream. And I think that as a circus performer, we allow for people to realize that dreams can happen. This is our dream. And this is your opportunity to go out and make your dreams happen. I think that's what the circus is about. My name is Ty McFarlane, and I am the ringmaster for the upcoming all-new Big Apple Circus.